Hey patrons, welcome into our Gemini Cancer cusp love message for March 2025. I hope that this message finds you well and in divine alignment, and I thank you guys so very much for tuning in, for your love and support, and for being here, okay? We are going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with the Black Hollywood Romance Oracle. I missed this deck, I really did. As I've been telling the other cusp, sorry, I just feel the need to kind of shuffle it up a little bit, but I am kind of getting a bit of a channeled energy for you, Gemini Cancer. This has not happened with any of the other cusps, so this might be really urgent for you or something of the sort. There's a need to think through something, okay? There's a need to think through something. Give yourself time to really either like look at something from all angles, or make sure you know the steps of a process, or check your blind spots or something of that sort. Like cross your I's and dot your T's. No. Cross your I's and dot your T's. No, that is not how that goes. Dot your I's and cross your T's. But you even see how that's like a little confusing. Something could be backwards, or something could be written in a way or expressed in a way that like means something that you're not aware it means. Okay, so maybe you're like reviewing a contract here, Gemini Cancer, or this is just about something new you might have to look at. It does feel document-y, like paperwork. So maybe read the fine print as much as possible, okay? Get a second opinion if you can with whatever you might be dealing with. Or maybe if this is in terms of love and relationships, right? Maybe there's somebody here that you need to look a little closer into, or a little more deeply into, like there's something in the fine print when it comes to them, okay? Yeah, that felt like that just needed to come out for sure. Okay, I'm praying that that reaches who it's meant to. Let's get into it, okay? Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, thank you for being here and aligning with me. What's going on? We got ready for love. Yeah. Okay, so you're ready for a new contract. You're ready for a new commitment. You're ready for a new relationship, partnership, okay? There's a need to check the fine print. There's a need to make sure that you're really thinking something through. Thinking about thinking about it holistically rather than just from maybe one perspective, or I don't know, Gemini Cancer, there's just a need to think it through. Not that you're not going to make the right choice and decision, but there's a need to be aware of what you're ready for or what you're signing up for. Okay, so they're ready for love here, Spirit. Tell me a little bit more. Higher self. Yeah. Trust your higher self through it. You've maybe done a lot of inner child healing here, Gemini Cancer, so now you have that clarity between what your spirit would do and what your ego would do. Come on now, and that's what you're ready for, which means that you're tapped into your own divinity. So therefore, anyone who is meant to partner with you, ideally, would also be tapped into their own divinity. Some of you know that there's a divine union coming. You got playfulness. Because you know what? This is what I'm feeling. I think that there might have been a trust wound here, Gemini Cancer, okay? And so that inability to get playful, be playful, could have been what was keeping you a little hesitant, I think, in love. Like, you're ready, but are you really ready? So maybe I'm picking up on your energy. Like, you feel like you have to go through the fine print, double check. It's like crisis management. Maybe that's what you do in work. You're trying to, like, okay, prepare for the worst and then pray for the best. basically. But I feel like you're way more in tune with your higher self than you're maybe giving yourself credit. So take that into account, because you got divine union here. That does not come out unless that is in the vortex, in the energy, in the frequency and field for you. So congratulations. That's beautiful. Yeah, look, you even got romance at the bottom. Right, you're ready. That means that you've achieved some sort of lightheartedness here, Gemini, Cancer. More than friends. Yeah. Maybe you already have somebody in mind. Like your higher self knows. You know where your heart is. Ooh, I was just about to say, you know where your heart's at. Friends with benefits. Physical touch. Here's what I'll even say. I think if you already have somebody in mind here, Gemini, Cancer, you absolutely knew that that potential for some sort of divinity to be a part of the union or part of the relationship or part of the connection was there. Like your higher self told you. Maybe that's even what this person wants you to know. Because I feel like I could be picking up on someone looking at you or kind of like opposite of you in the mirror in a way. So yeah, definitely divine union, some sort of mirrored energy. Maybe this was somebody who was afraid of commitment, so they felt like friends with benefits would be the best option to keep everybody safe, is what I'm hearing. It keeps everybody safe if we just go to that route. But it's something about the touch. Either the moment that this person touched you or you touched them or y'all, and not even in like a romantic or kind of intimate sexual type of way, just even like a brush of the shoulder, accidentally touching hands, something like that. Like there might have been a little electricity there. Ooh. But I don't know. I kind of do feel like this work of being ready has maybe been on both ends of the street. So like you both were okay with being friends. But now I feel like somebody's ready for more. So no matter how dark or muddy your path may be, trust the guidance of your higher self. Yeah, this person may be more than just a friend. Someone in this friendship is seeking a romantic partnership now. Friendly reminder, many great relationships start off with friendship. Okay, so that's a one timeline. Here's another timeline coming in. I think that's why I was pausing earlier. Yeah. Some of you, there is this kind of friends with benefits energy that you maybe entertain on and off or have some sort of soft spot or some sort of emotional bond with, okay? But your higher self knows that you're ready for a divine union. It's almost like this. If we were to even be more than friends, it would only be friends with benefits. That's either how you feel towards somebody or someone maybe feels. But you're ready for love and divine union. Like, you see how this even frames that? So this could be two people on different pages when it comes to this connection. Okay. Ah. It's a little too high up. Okay. Hopefully that looks a little better. Let me see. There we go. Okay. Let's get some tarot on this. So I almost feel inclined to say, like, where are you in this energy, Gemini, Cancer? And then where is this person? Because I almost want to say you're the pink energy, red energy, however you see that. And this person is the blue. Like, they're maybe only ready for more than friends, and you're ready for divine union. Okay, and I'm also getting this message. Somebody wants their divine union to feel like a friends with benefits type of situation. I don't know how that makes sense to anybody, but it's like they don't want to lose the feeling of friendship just because of some sort of commitment. Especially with playfulness at the bottom, it's like somebody's afraid of losing the fun of, you know, I don't know, however you guys kind of originally met or connected. Two of Wands. Yeah, that's what somebody's ready here for. Aries energy with the Two of Wands. Could be dealing with an Aries, connected to an Aries, or have it in your chart. This could be more relevant for you during Aries season with the Sun here at the bottom. Five of Pentacles flipped out. Yeah, it's like your higher self is trying to tell you to not worry about something. So maybe this is like a relationship opportunity being presented to you or coming towards you. And it might give friends with benefits energy at first, but it's actually your divine union. Like, just, how could it give friends with benefits? Maybe that's from your perspective. Like, I don't know about full-blown commitment, but I enjoy their company, enjoy their time. You know, however you rationalize that or connect with that. Or this is how this person's mind is going to be thinking. Yet you're their divine energy. Yeah, congratulations. It's time to celebrate. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. So I feel like you learned how to trust yourself here in a major way. I feel like this other person, whoever you're connected to here, Gemini, Cancer, learned how to go for what they want. Like, not... They learned how to shed some sort of mindset or perspective that had them fearing love in some sort of way. Yeah, had them a little bit more like, I'm better off on my own. I don't need nobody type of vibe. Maybe this is someone who's very independent or has had to be. But again, I feel like there's more confirmation coming in for you, Gemini, Cancer, that you've done your soul work, Hermit energy. Clarify. Two of Cups. Oy. Okay. So you could definitely be dealing with someone like Aries, Taurus energy, or again, a nod to this happening during Aries season. Two of Cups with the King of Pentacles. It could be a King of Pentacles that's in this more than friends, friends with benefits energy. That could be it. This King of Pentacles could have that kind of hesitation or fear around relationships of people just wanting something from them. Not really wanting them, but wanting the benefit of being next to them, being around them, being connected to them, whatever. Clout. Or maybe this person has clout. Okay. Maybe. But that's, I think, the lesson that they had to learn, that not everybody is out to take advantage. You know, some people really do genuinely want to connect. Some people are really ready for love, like genuine, true love. Yeah, so maybe that's it. Maybe there was some like misread or misunderstood energy here, Gemini, Cancer. Or there might be when this starts out. Because like that playful energy and lighthearted energy, this person maybe, that could be very familiar to somebody. Like, I'm used to people wanting to like come around me, have fun, get me hyped. Like they're, oh yeah, let's go, you know, just to grind me down the road, or, you know, whatever the case may be, get some information and then dip out. I don't know, whatever the case is. But yeah, I think that this person maybe misread some sort of cue maybe from you. Maybe you were trying to show interest and they took it in a different way. There could be that energy as well. But I think that this King of Pentacles has that bruise of, people just want me for my pentacle. They don't really care about me as a person. Like, I wonder who would really be with me if I didn't have the pentacle. Who would really love me if I didn't have the pentacle, right? Like, I think that this, and this could be a turning point for this King of Pentacles. It could be that moment of, wow, you know, my self-worth really isn't in what I own or what I have. It's what I make it to be. It's what I set for myself. It's in how I carry and how I treat others. Like, there's a different value system maybe anchoring in for this King of Pentacles. Yeah, period. A new value system. This is like a reset of a scale, is how this Six of Pentacles is coming through. Yeah, it's like, hold on, all right, we got a new distribution system here. This is what feels right. This is what feels fair. This is now what I value. This is now getting more attention. This is now getting more investment. Yeah, somebody's had a whole lifestyle change here for this King of Pentacles. Ooh, yeah. Maybe they were very, again, used to, or this could be you, Gemini, Cancer. You could be this King of Pentacles feeling like all of your relationships and connections are all about what you can provide and are more or less transactional here with the Devil energy, lacking love, lacking genuine care. Okay, that could just be one timeline. Just take it again as it resonates. Y'all know that. Right, and this is also kind of pulling back to what I was saying. Somebody doesn't want their union or their marriage or that next step in commitment to lack playfulness, to lack love, to lack fun, where it starts to feel more like an obligation, a ball and chain, than something that is a safe space or a safe place, or like something that's refreshing for them, or again, like something that fills them too. Do you know what I mean? I feel like things just become so transactional, or every relationship gets whittled down to just what's being dished out, and they lose that sense of intimacy, really. Yeah, okay, so big revelations happening on this King of Pentacles end. And you got the Page of Cups, yeah. Lacking love. I mean, I can't make it up. Lacking love. Page of Cups. Lacking genuine care. The Page of Cups is that energy of, I'll share. You know, I don't know if any of you have experience around children, but especially pre-K, kindergarten, you can really tell a big difference between kids who are socialized a little bit more than others because they have a tendency to be okay with sharing, like that whole sharing is caring, that kind of have that down packed in communal or community settings, and then other kids who maybe play more by themselves, you know, especially like at home, they maybe don't have that much socialization outside of immediate nucleus family. They tend to struggle with my crayon, you know, my thing, me, mine, right? Or, I mean, and that's not verbatim, that's not set in stone, right? There's many different ways that children can adapt habits, but then I'm just getting it like that. Refreshing, Page of Cups, that would be that child. Here, you can split this cup with me. Here, I'll give you my crayons. Here, I got 1 pack of Gushers. You want to split it? Like, it's that kind of energy that I feel that this King of Pentacles really yearns for, maybe in relationships, or hasn't really ever had in partnerships. Yeah, the moon. Really yearning for that. Okay. So maybe you feel that yearning here, or maybe your yearning is about to be filled, Gemini, Cancer. You can let me know in the comments. But yeah, Six of Swords, either way. You're coming into some form of I almost want to say confidence with the Two of Wands there. Confidence in where you're going. Confidence in what feels right and aligned for you. Confidence that, you know, that kind of energy isn't for me. It's like somebody's really starting to learn who they are, or own it, or walk in it a little bit more, which is always lovely to see. That could be you again, or someone connect to you. This could definitely be like a twin energy, because I'm really having a hard time discerning who's who here. Y'all are kind of dancing around each other a bit, which is cute. Very, very cute. And you got Temperance, Six of Wands. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. Somebody's definitely had a change of heart. A change in perspective. A change in belief. A change in faith. Like, imagine with Temperance seeing an angel in real life. Like, would that make you believe in them more, right? Oh, I've never gotten visions with Temperance. But yeah, imagine walking up in your favorite park to a little stream in a meadow and you just see a big old angel sitting on a rock like that. Like, life size, in great particular proportion. You see how small that waterfall is in comparison to this man? You see that with your eyes. What do you believe? You know? Dang. So a vision. Maybe this King of Pentacles has had a vision. Can't make it up if I wanted to, child. Thank you, Spirit. Can't make it up if I wanted to, child. Visions at night. Either when they like wake up right in the morning. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, where you kind of wake up and then go right back to sleep and then you have dreams. Like, you might not have dreamt through the whole night. You do a little toss, a little turn, and then boom, you're like right in dreamland. It's like that's what's happening to this person. This person's getting visions. Or they have visions of some sort of Six of Wands, some sort of success, victory. I'm getting confirmation with the Ace of Swords. They're getting visions of some sort of confirmation that they need. Maybe about you, Gemini, Cancer, or this is what you're getting about somebody. Who's getting the visions here, Spirit? Thank you. Who's getting the visions? The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Five of Cups. This person feels like they disappointed you or they let you down. I'm getting heavy, heavy letdown energy. Like, that's the vision of what they spilt over or what they missed out on. Because when you spill a cup, you miss out on what's in that cup. It goes back into the ground. Yeah, ooh. This is like, let's say this King of Pentacles had a moment where they could have connected with you and didn't. And now they're having visions of this divine union with you. Yeah. They want me to put this here. Okay. They're seeing how closed off and slow. That's what I mean. They were slow. This is like, I feel, a classic case of somebody assuming that you were one way when you weren't. Maybe you were making assumptions about somebody, Gemini, Cancer. Take it only as it resonates, my loves, okay? This Seven of Wands feels like regret. So if you're not this king of, I mean, whoever you are, this King of Pentacles regrets, like, I almost feel like defending or kind of pushing away this Page of Cups from you. Or maybe this is what they sent towards you and you pushed it away. Again, it's like, I feel like yeah, you guys might be, I mean, divine union. So there could be something with that Temperance energy of your energies blending, merging right now. So you might be feeling more of their emotions and thoughts than your own. If you are sensitive like that, especially with the Two of Cups out here in the moon that we saw, if you feel a little like this doesn't really feel like my energy, it's this divine union happening. I just heard divine union was in that cup. Ooh, divine union was in that cup. Oh, Gemini, Cancer, the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Wow. Divine union was in that cup. Divine union was in that cup. Okay. All right, let's get messages from this King of Pentacles, okay? Oh, hold on, let me get a little drink. It's more complicated than you think. Okay. I can feel your energy when we are apart. What did I say? If you might be feeling them, they could be feeling you too. Like, you're like, oh, this doesn't necessarily feel like me, but like, what is that? It's that divine union. I can feel your energy. Excuse me, it's hard for me to trust people. What else, King of Pentacles? What else do you want Gemini, Cancer to know? Thank you. I need to get my finances together. Okay. Six of Pentacles. So this person could be having to restructure their finances in some way based on some sort of obligation, duty, business, okay? You know what this is feeling like? Low-key kind of tax season. It's low-key feeling like tax season, which it is right now when I'm recording this, okay? But yeah, I need to get my finances together. So somebody is trying to sort through their stability, or again, didn't I say that? Like recalibrating their value system. This could be a King of Pentacles who's absolutely, yeah, the King of Pentacles, but maybe they weren't spending their money as wisely or investing it properly. Like, there's some sort of money or financial lesson this person has had to learn recently. Can we take things slow? I'm guarded. Yeah, Seven of Swords. That's what I mean. And this is Seven of Wands, and I said Seven of Swords. Exactly. This person has trust issues. Or maybe had trust issues. Maybe this is something they're healing from right now, Gemini, Cancer. But taking things slow is probably the best bet here. I lied out of fear of rejection. And a lot has changed. Yeah. Like I said. And I don't know how you feel. Okay, I realize now what I did was wrong. It's more complicated than you think. Something about that Six of Pentacles, maybe whatever they're financially tied to or responsible for is more complicated than you think. So maybe outside looking in, you think, oh, that would be easy, but it's deeper. There's something deeper about, yeah, with that devil energy. There's some sort of karma that they're paying out right now. And I don't even know if it's karma from whatever happened between you and them with this rejection. But this could just be karma that was already on their plate that has to play out, okay? You're always in my dreams, like I said. This person's having visions of you, vividly dreaming about you, okay? Almost as if you're real, like you're right there in front of them, kind of vivid. Okay, so tell us a little bit more. King of Pentacles, what's the truth? What's the Ace of Swords? I'm seeking advice from close family and friends, okay? But it's hard for them to trust people. Maybe it's seeking advice from close family and friends who they thought they could trust is what made them lie out of fear of rejection, almost as if like, all right, this is how I want to tell Gemini Cancer how I feel about them, and the family and friends are like, no, 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 don't do it like that. No, they seem like this kind of person. You got to go like this or do it like that. And then they listen, and it's like nowhere near registering as like interest for you, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like a missed mark. Like I said, there might have been some sort of like misunderstanding here, or misread cue of, hey, I like you, and it's like that didn't come off as you liking me or whatever the case may be. It's something like that. It's something like that. I could talk to you forever. Yeah. I think this person has a lot that they want to say to you and express to you here. I'm working on being a better version of myself. Yeah, like I said, this King of Pentacles is getting their ish together if it wasn't. Okay. So maybe they were a King of Pentacles, but they were acting more like a Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Or had some sort of reverse energy on that. I'll never forget the time we spent together. Yeah. So I also get that this person maybe feels like we will reunite soon. Yeah, I feel like this, what they would want you to know is that they absolutely do cherish any time spent, clearly. Yeah, my intentions are good and pure, okay? But I think that's what this person's worried about. Maybe like how they come off to you or how you view them. Like if they came in with this playfulness, oh, maybe that's what it was. You know, sometimes people deal with nervousness or difficulty or stress in different ways. Maybe this person gets really kind of playful and lighthearted and kind of silly, I guess. I don't know. Or just jokey when they're trying to like process through heavy emotions. And maybe, I don't know why I need to go so deep into this, but maybe it's like that's what rubs someone the wrong way. Like, this is a serious moment. Why are you joking? Or, you know what I mean? Like, you play too much. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It feels very like maybe just a part of the process of having to get to know not only each other, but getting to know yourselves too. Like maybe you met at a moment where you both were recalibrating your value systems, creating who you were or who you are or whatever the case may be. So you kind of met in some sort of transitional temperance like stage where things are still kind of being mixed around, sorted out. And maybe there was some, I'm hearing collateral damage, like there could have been a little bit of hurt that happened here. Or again, rejection. Somebody definitely with that Seven of Wands like rejected this Page of Cups energy. Like again, you playing too much, it's time to get serious or something like that. Like, I don't know. Something maybe got triggered here or someone was triggered. But all in all here, Gemini, Cancer, I feel like this King of Pentacles is getting their ish together, okay? So as I always advise, let that organically happen. Let it happen in divine timing. But divine union being here, this is absolutely somebody that you will, I'm going to say, you're going to reunite with them, okay? You are. That I think you can bet on. Ace of Swords, truth. Like, you're going to reunite with them. But, you know, timing and when and how. I almost feel like the divine wants to surprise you with that, because at the current moment in the energy and the frequency, it's more complicated than you're aware of. And I don't think Spirit wants to bother you with those complications, because they're not yours to sort out. They're this King of Pentacles, okay? So let them keep doing their work. Let them get their stuff together. Let them kind of sort through all that has changed and all that is shifting, okay? But just know that that connection is absolutely there, okay? You maybe have dreams of talking to them. There could be some sort of tree or park of significance between you two. All right, so let's look at what you need to focus on here, Gemini, Cancer. What guidance and support do you have here, Divine? Thank you. Fire and ice. 37 breaking down into a 10. That's that temperance energy. Knowing without knowing. I'm going to put that there. Angel of Jupiter awakening. That keeps coming out. And y'all hear me shuffle. And the cloak. And the mother prays. Okay. Let me get a little sip of my drink. So this divine union, I'm hearing the clues to the union have been hidden. Wow, that's oddly specific. The clues have been hidden. Knowing without knowing. The cloak. So whether you can maybe see beyond someone's cloak or their guard or their their protective barrier, maybe you see past that, maybe this person sees past yours, maybe y'all are looking past each other's. Like that protective layer doesn't last around this around this person. It's too much playful energy. And not only just playful energy, but too much touchy energy and romance. Okay, and too many thoughts of building future. You know what I mean? This gets in the way of that guard. Which is nice. Which is nice. Because you know what? Everybody deserves to be loved, for sure. And like I said, I think, Gemini, Cancer, you've done a great job of connecting to your higher self. So that you know without knowing. You don't need the necessary clues, maybe. You've gotten that tight with your higher self that you don't even need the clues. You just trust the knowing when it comes. So maybe you're ready to kind of take the training wheels off of your own spiritual journey. And I think that's going to open up this fire and ice, angel of Jupiter energy for you in love and romance. Open up this angel of Jupiter energy. Angel of Jupiter has been busy when it comes to love. Real busy. But this time, though, I feel like it's absolutely time for more love to be felt and seen and created and exchanged in this world. So you're right on time, Gemini, Cancer. You're right on time. Don't doubt it. Let's read this from the book, okay? My number, people, 37, 6, 41, and 50 could be relevant, as well as, again, 10, 5, and 5. So 555 could be significant. All right, let's talk about 37 right quick. All right, how do I keep skipping over it? All right, it says you are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together with your being, without collapsing into confusion, judgment, or denial. There is passion and serenity, creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you, within your relationships. Sometimes this is hard to handle. We want to make things simpler, to just let go of the conflict and the complexity and choose one or the other. You are a grand enough soul to be able to withstand the rigors of depth, to go deep, to live fully, to let the divine have its way through you requires a willingness to stand at the center of the pairs of opposites and eventually know that they are connected to each other, that they exist only in relationship to each other, to breathe and simply be. This is High Priestess energy. Higher self came out too. Yeah, High Priestess energy. Think about the traditional depiction of it, right? Woman with Torah, foot on a crescent moon, similarly to how the foot of the temperance angel is typically in the water, moon water connection, okay? Between white and black pillars, fire and ice, two complete opposites. How do you straddle the center of that so that you can experience divinity in its fullness, not just in its polarity? And that's what makes you ready for love. You have learned how to do that. You've learned how to do that. Congratulations, Gemini Cancer. That's awesome. All right, Angel of Jupiter, awaken. Beloved, within you there is magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberantly than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experience. The Angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity, lives within you now. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free. Start now. Feel the endlessness of your own heart and what can be done to live bigger. A smile, a yes to that offer of adventure, sharing vulnerability without fear, taking a step forward into the unknown. Daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you, as you. Embrace the courage of your own open heart and dare to dream, beloved. The bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken, period. Okay, so yeah, you're stepping into a more holistic sense of self, which is going to bring your divine union in, because once you're able to sustain that energy and that frequency, then that purpose behind the divine union can begin. Okay, so knowing without knowing, more nod to High Priestess energy with 41. You might even have that kind of telepathic 6th or 7th sense when it comes to this person. I don't know why I wanted to say 7th sense, but you know, when it comes to them, you just kind of have that spidey little like, you know, without really knowing, but you know. Yeah, you can't hide from one another. That's a beautiful love, all right? Sometimes the heart knows in a way that the concrete mind and memory cannot. We feel something that we cannot quite express. Perhaps others are quick to dismiss it as meaningless whimsy or irrationality. Yet that feeling beyond the mind's capacity to fully perceive is the ancient truth of your greater self reaching through time and space to connect with you. Like a phone line extending from a more ancient place in the world, you can hear it crackle perhaps. Not the clearest perception, yet you can also sense the love traveling along the phone line. The things that you feel that do not appear to make sense are the things to trust most now. You are being guided by a force far greater than your own mind. An ancient divine brilliance is reaching to you, communicating with you. You may not hear or understand it with clarity as yet, but you can feel it. Trust what you feel. So yeah, it might not make full sense to you just yet, but you feel it in your gut. You see all that yellow? You feel it in your gut. And all you got to do is just keep straddling that fire and ice. Just keep staying in the center of it so the divine can continue to guide you and connect you, okay? Because this connection is absolutely guided and divine for sure. There's just that fear that gets in the way, the doubt that gets in the way, and all of that. So just be mindful if that does come up. Remember that you know without knowing, all right? Empower yourself for sure. You've got 50. As our last one in the cloak. And it says, around you is a cloak of your own creation. Random stops. Let me get a little drink right quick. Perhaps it has served you for a time as an invisible form of protection, as a way to claim needed solitude, as a way to retreat inside to find out what you truly feel, what you truly need, and to find yourself after being lost in an ocean of thought and emotion, not always your own. Yet the time is fast approaching when you will no longer require that cloak. You have attained an integration within, a knowledge of self that makes it possible for you to connect with the world, with others, in a way that does not leave you lost and struggling to find yourself. You have learned how to hold yourself. You have learned how to do this well enough that you can successfully hold yourself and hold another too. You don't have to push the world away. You can invite it in and play. So maybe it was you that was a little guarded towards this, Gemini, Cancer. But now you're ready to play. Now you're ready to open up, which is always a beautiful thing. Yeah. It's like you had to find you first. And if this doesn't resonate now, this almost feels like this is your love storyline. Okay. Yeah. Divine union is at the end of the book. Okay. Or maybe in the middle of the book. Maybe there's more to be written down after that, okay? It is one of those chapters for you, this divine union, okay? But you had to find yourself, or you will have to find yourself first. Because it seems like knowing yourself, knowing who you are, is what maybe really makes this divine union divine. So that could be the journey you're on. That's maybe the journey you're about to begin, or the journey you've completed. Congratulations either way, okay? Because it is going to lead to a very beautiful love here for you, where you don't have to hide who you are or water yourself down. You get to be your big and wonderful Jupiter-sized self, okay? Yeah, you get to be this Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Perfect. All right, I hope that this message was helpful for you, Gemini, Cancer. Let me know any of your thoughts in the comments down below. I thank you guys again for your love and support, and I'll see you in our next one. Namaste.